ఫిస్టులా ఫిషెస్ కు అత్యాధునిక లేజర్ చికిత్స మేమన్ మెడికల్ సెంటర్ లో మహిళా సర్జన్ కూడా కలరు. డాక్టర్ కన్సల్టేషన్ మరియు ఉచిత అనోస్కోపీ స్క్రీనింగ్ కోసం కాల్ చేయండి 8121200400.
సార్ పర్టికులర్గా మీ ఫిలిమ్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ యూనివర్సల్. ఇట్ కుడ్ కేటర్ టు ఎనీ సెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఆడియన్స్, నాట్ తమిళ్, నాట్ తెలుగు, కన్నడ. ఐ మీన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ అందరికీ ఈ ప్రపంచంలో ఇంతమంది అమ్మాయిగా చేసినందులో దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ న్యాచురల్, దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ కనెక్టింగ్. అంటే మీకు దీని గ్రౌండ్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి పడతాయి, లైక్ వైల్ యు ఆర్ working on the script or any film of yours, not only MI Chesave?
No, I think it's from life. So it's even more difficult to sort of film. You have to recreate a lot of moments. It's slice of life, right? I've seen these characters, I've lived these characters, I've lived with these characters. So I just grab from there and then try and make a cinematic sort of a 3-hour experience sort of a thing. And within that, try and make it musical. And, when I sat to write this particular line that you're talking about, I was supposed to make this film with Mahesh Babu.
Avuna?
Yeah. So, but the first line that came to my head was, in Tamil of course, Ulagathil evlo ponnungarnu, na en Jesse love panna, and I just wrote that. And I remember narrating the story to Manjula Garu in a few days, and then she said, interesting, I don't know if Mahesh will pick this because it's a love story, but narrate. So I narrated to Mahesh Babu, and he said, no Gowtham, I want a very big film, I want an action film, you and I come together. That's the kind of expectation that the audience will have. I remember telling him, if we do this, it'll become a big film. If you do this. But somehow, it didn't fall in place. And then Simbu picked it, and then, it did well for all of us in that sense. So, I don't look to write for a hero as such, is what I'm trying to tell you. And the idea was that, but somewhere it goes into a zone that I take it into. And then I'll try and see if I can fit the hero into it. So.
Coming to this point, a very interesting thing is Linguswami garu, filmmaker, recently when I interviewed him, varu cheppina maata enti ante script should be pan Indian. It is not the hero, not the heroine or anything. Script baunte film automatically will become a pan Indian film ani chepparu. Ante deen meeda mee opinion enti sir?
Yeah, true, right? It's the content. It's I don't want to use the word content, but it's a script. It's a story. If that story has the potential to transcend regions and get to a lot of people, that's what will take the film forward, I think. Finally, you can make it pan-Indian with the biggest stars, but is that content worthy of that is what one should look at, I think.
మీరు ఇప్పటివరకు చేసిన ఫిల్మ్స్ అండ్ నెట్ఫ్లిక్స్లో సిమ్రన్ గారితో సిరీస్ కూడా చేశారు మీరు. అండ్ మీ రియల్గా హౌ మచ్ ఆర్ యూ రియల్ ఆఫ్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్స్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ విచ్ రెసిప్రకేట్ యువర్ రియల్ లైఫ్, ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్స్ మీరు ఇప్పటివరకు?
No, I try and bring that into it. I try and live while I'm writing or when I'm reading something. I try and experience that, and then if it's a little away, it doesn't connect with me. If I know that this resonates with what I'm doing, and then I can also do that, and I can also get there. If I had a daughter, I will be in that space, so I find that, and that's why I decided to do that. If that connect, even if I'm making a fantasy film, which I don't know if I will, I should find myself in that space. With this, I can be this. If I was born in a village, and if I studied in a small college in the south, and somebody had told me, life will be better here, take this journey, I would have taken this journey. So there's nothing that's away from reality in this. It's a very close to life sort of a film, this Life of Muthu, I'm saying.
One director which you still want to work as an AD ante?
Mani sir. I'm planning to ask him now for this next film. So see, I made a film. No, Ponniyin Selvan is done. I keep asking him. Even recently I did an interview with him, which was about film and cinema and in front of a big audience. The first question I asked him was, so slightly unconnected, but can I be your assistant on your next film? He looked at me and he said no. So I plan to still ask him because now I want to take a break from this film, and I have a couple of acting things to do, and the sequel writing is going on. So I really plan to meet him and ask him whether if he started work, can I assist him for on that film?
Ella sir, meer plot rasi screenplay develop chestara, like how does?
No, I have no idea. So this film came as a story to me. It was a 15-minute story which we developed, and J-Mohan sir developed, and then I brought my own into it and all that. But when I sit to write, I have no idea. Like the example that I told you, for Mahesh Babu, ideally you will make a violent action film, right? At that time, Pokiri and films like that were really working and stuff. But I ended up writing Emai Chesave, so I have no idea what I'm writing. I just take it as it comes.
మీ నుంచి RRR, బాహుబలి ఇట్లాంటి ఫిల్మ్స్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చా ఫ్రమ్ యూ?
I don't think so.
ఎందుకు సార్ అంటే వాట్ కుడ్ బి ద రీజన్?
I like to watch these films, but somehow I don't think I know how to make those films.
Sir, what do you define film according to you? What is film to you?
What is film?
To you, yes. How do you define film to you?
I think I am the definition of film in that sense, as far as my
We-
life is
we
concerned.
see that way.
No, as far as my life is concerned. So there is a life like everybody else. I have a wife. There's a family. There are my boys, and I have my friends. I have my circle, my team, the world that I am in. I meet a lot of people, but I'm defined by the films that I make. My thought process is only about what I'm going to make next. Everything else comes a very close second, but everything else comes second. And the people around me also know that. I take time out from film to spend a lot of time. My heart is there, my soul is also there, but somewhere 1% of filmmaking is in my head. So that's how I define. For me, creating something and putting it out through these images for a whole population to see sort of completes my life, I think. It might be stupid to somebody who has no idea, or who might be listening to this also, but I think fellow filmmakers will understand that. Why do we do this? Is it because of the money? No, the money is not great sometimes. There are issues, there are problems, but we still keep at it. And I'm not making films to get out of problems. I'm making film because this is what I want to do passionately and wholeheartedly. It drives my soul, it drives me completely. Nothing else drives me as much.